Once again, time for a project pan update. First, we'll start with the empties. I finished the simple eye makeup remover, and I did not like this. It burned my eyes when I used it as an actual eye makeup remover, so I ended up using it as a brush cleaner instead. Then I have the Essence of Beauty Pomegranate and Apple Body Mist. I like this okay. My husband really liked it. I thought it had a little bit too much of an alcohol scent, but I may get it again. Maybe. Then I have the Shiseido Benefits Wrinkle Resist Night Cream. I did like this, but I have a lot of other night creams to go through first. I may get this in the future though. Then I finished this Egyptian Magic All-Purpose Skin Cream. It's one of those solid oils, and I found that it did not sink in. I would put it on in the morning after my shower and it would still be there, not sunk in at all by the afternoon, and then I'd have to wipe it off. Then I have the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. It's not completely empty, but it's starting to get a little gloppy and hard to work with. I would consider getting this again in the future when I'm done with all my mascaras. Then I have 2 of the 11 samples that I have in this project pan. The first one is the Stila One Step Makeup in Light. It was enough for one application, but it looked weird and smelled weird, so I ended up pretty much taking it off almost immediately after I put it on, and I would not consider getting that in the future. Then I have the Urban Decay Stardust eyeshadows in Retrograde and Space Cowboy, and they were like the really light one there at the bottom center, and the purple right there, the light purple. These were really sparkly and I didn't like that a lot. However, I loved the colors. They don't make the Stardust eyeshadows anymore, but I would consider looking for similar colors from Urban Decay because I did like those colors. The last thing I have in here is the Elizabeth Arden 2-in-1 Cleanser. This is actually not empty. However, I got some cystic acne after using this, so I am just going to toss it. Okay, I have my samples over in this corner. These are the ones that I'm currently working on. I have the Perfect Cheek Perfection Gel in Blushed, and that's the color it says it is. It's actually kind of a red. It's really, really messy. Then I'm working on the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Greed, and that'll get me a couple uses before it dries out. The Jouer Luminizing Moisture Tint, I actually really like this and will probably consider getting it in the future. And then this Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette sample, and I had already used this far color and most of the teal in the center. I just finished this and I've got most of this done, and I just have the blue left. And I do plan on trying to finish most of those samples by the end of the month. Then I have the 2 setting sprays. The Cool Flash feels like it's about half done. The All Nighter spray is more than half done. It feels like it's starting to empty out a little bit. And I've been using the Japanese Cherry Blossom Bath & Body Works spray. I don't love this. I think it's a little strong, especially for a body spray, but it's okay. And I've used, it was full when I started, so I've used about that much. Then I have the No. 7 Beautiful Skin Cleansing Water. I do not like this. I was at that top line at the beginning of the month, And I'm at this bottom line now. I'm probably going to use this as my spot cleaner now that my simple eye makeup remover is gone, because I really don't like using this on my face. Then I have the Avon Clear Skin Blackhead Eliminating Daily Astringent. I am right down here. And I used quite a good bit this month. I should be done with that by the end of the month. Then the Freeman Feeling Beautiful Facial Peel Off Mask in Cucumber. I'm getting to the point where I'm actually having to really squeeze to get product out, so I'm probably right down here where it comes out near the cap. And I'm hoping to have that done by the end of the month. I did not use this Avon Clear Skin Blackhead Eliminating Deep Treatment Mask. My skin was a little dry for some reason this month, and this would only dry it out more, but I'm going to try to use it more in the next couple months before my skin starts getting really dry. And I'd say it's probably about there. And then the Redken Extreme Anti-Snap, I am right there on the line above it is where I started. So I used this quite a bit. I bleached my hair significantly this month, so I've been using more of it than I had been previously. So hopefully this will get done too. I've been using the Michael Todd Jojoba Charcoal Facial Scrub quite frequently as well. I'm probably to about there. I did not use this a whole lot. I still haven't charged my Clarisonic. But now that the other one is gone, this is the only one I have in here. So I will be using that. It's right about where it says Gel Cleanser, right on top of that. Then I have the Shiseido Benefits Wrinkle Resist Softener, and it is right there. These bottles for some reason will not hold the Sharpie, so they're rubbing off. This one actually is the amount that I've used. That top line is where I was at the beginning of the month. Now I'm at that bottom one, so I should be done by the end of the month with this. And I have the Shiseido Benefits Day Emulsion down at that line right there. The line the previous month did rub off, but I did not use much then. I'm hoping I will be done with this, but I may not be. And I did not use any of the Holika Holika Wine Therapy Sleeping Mask. I'll probably use this more in fall and winter. But you can kind of see where the gel is right there. I didn't use this a whole lot either this month because I had pink hair dye in and I didn't want it to wash it out. But I will not have the top of my head dyed a color this next month, so I should be able to get more use out of this. The only foundation I used this month was the Makeup Forever HD foundation. I still have no idea where this is. I just can't see in the bottle. And the top here does not come off, so I can look in. And then I have the Tarte Clean Slate Face Primer. You can kind of see where the bubbles are. I didn't get everything out, but I squeezed as much as I could into another jar. And that is how much I was able to get out. It filled up almost all of this Estee Lauder Daywear sample jar. So I will be working on that, but that kind of gives me an idea of how much I have. I'm not going to try to cut open that jar to get what I can't squeeze out. I used the Garnier Dark Circle Roller a few times. I did use this Flower brightening concealer, and I decided to go ahead and mark it this month. I'm not sure how much I used over the month, but I did mark it just now to show where I ended up. I'm probably not going to use this though for the next couple months because it did have a habit of melting off my face, and it was very, very visible, so I'm going to wait till it's not quite so hot. I did not use any of the Fake Up concealer this month, and the Oola Lift I do use, but it takes so little so it doesn't look like it's made a whole lot of progress. The one that I feel like I made some progress on was the e.l.f. concealer. All the writing is written off. I think it's called Cover Everything concealer. And I have hit pan on that. I had only used it a few times prior to like maybe the end of last month, beginning of this month, so I did make some good progress on that. I'll definitely be finished by the end of this project pan. I used up the ante quite a bit in the first 2 weeks of the month, but then I put pink in my hair and it didn't really look good, so I have stopped using this right now. Now I'm using the Impeccably Rich Big Bounce Shadow, and I'm right there on that, and I have not used either of those. Okay, and I have this Oil Control Finishing Powder. I have no idea how to say that company name, but there it is. And I marked it on here, but you can see how much product I have. It's a little bit more than half. I have this much on the Benefit Eye Bright. It does need to be sharpened again, so I'm making progress, and hopefully that will be done soon. I have not used the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Cottage Cheese yet. I also have not used the Lime Crime Uniliner in Quill. I'm still working on the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. It's a trooper and still holding on. Hopefully it will run out soon. It's starting to sometimes get a little weak at the end of the second eye, so we might be nearing the end of that. And I am here on the Rimmel Scandalize in Nude. I have only used the erase paste once or twice, but I need to get back to that. It's not made any real progress. I've been using the Urban Decay Moonshine pretty much any time I do makeup, even just the basic makeup. There is a dip in the center. This just takes so little product and it doesn't seem like it's actually moving. I have not yet used the Tarte for True Blood Cheek Stain. And I have been using this. Got a dip in there. It's hard to tell with this box. This did break me out when I first started using it again, which it had not done when I first got it. So I sprayed it down with alcohol. I'm wondering though if this is still breaking me out, so I may end up giving this up if I find out that it does. And I have not used the Lime Crime eye primer, the Smashbox eye primer, or the NYX HD primer. I'm still using the Tarte eye primer, and I really don't know how much is in there, but it doesn't seem like it's drying out or too hard to get product. And I'm also using the Benefit Stay Don't Stray, but not as an eyelid primer. I'm using it as an under eye primer, and I'm actually using it as a primer for my concealer on my face if I have something more significant to cover. I have not yet used the Tarte Amazonian Clay liner in black. I have been using the brown for my eyebrows like I have been these past several months. I hit the bottom of the jar last month and I've just been working on this side since. And I feel like I've got some good use out of it. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it all, but even if I can finish half of it, that would be good. I'm using the Elizabeth Arden Lash Extending Treatment Mascara. I don't really like this. I find that it transfers really easily and is definitely not waterproof. Seeing it so hot, I cannot use it on my bottom lashes at all. And I'm actually going to swap out this Estee Lauder Sumptuous Bold Volume Lifting Mascara, not because I think it's gone bad or anything, but this one is actually still sealed. I got this CK1 mascara from Ulta as, you know, the birthday gift. And I'm sure the girl at Ulta was being helpful by showing me the top here that twists. But before I knew it, she opened the mascara to show me. So I need to go ahead and use this before it goes bad. I actually hadn't planned to use it. I have several mascaras that I was going to use before this, but seeing this is the only one that is now open, I'm going to do this one instead. I have not used the MAC Lip Erase in Pale, the Casual Color in Evening Stroll, or in Keep It Casual. I have been using Relaxation as a cheek color. It looks like this. It looks like no progress has been made at all. I feel like I am never going to get through this, and I am not going to get through any of the others either. And on to the most disappointing part of my project pan, the part that I know I am just not going to finish. I have not used any of the lip glosses except for this one, which is Strange Potion by MAC. And it's a little hard to tell where it is, but the break that I see is right around here. The only lipstick that I have used this entire month is Gem of Roses still. It's right there. And the only lip balm I have used is this Dermstore Lip Quench. And I'm using this. It's almost done. It's just got that much stuff right there. I did manage to lose the Baby Lips Cherry Meat. If I find that, I'll add it back in. And I have not really used, I think I used this Tread Gently Tender Tone from MAC about once. That is everything in my project pan. Hopefully I will have at least a few things empty next time. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.